First things first, just a little disclaimer or a trigger warning. If you're sensitive to eating disorder related topics or anything like that, please don't watch this. Although I'm trying to make this no triggery in any way, but just in case, click off if you don't feel comfortable or you're too sensitive to that kind of stuff. Hello, my name is Anais Torres, and as you can see in the title, probably, I don't know how I'm gonna call this video honestly, but as you can probably imagine by the disclaimer trigger warning, today I'm gonna be talking a little bit about eating disorders. Why? I feel like it's really important to bring some awareness right now more than before, because pandemic, worldwide pandemic, right? Today I was reading the news. I actually wasn't, my mom was, and there was an article that was about how the numbers of eating disorder consults have increased during this year, during 2020 and the beginning of 2021, because of the pandemic. And it's really interesting because the numbers have gone really high, and also the age when people start presenting this has dropped, so that's concerning, and that's why I'm making this video. Now, I do want to say I'm making this video from a place of being a believer. Why is that important, Annie? Who cares? I care. And it is because I'm also gonna be sharing my story with you guys and my journey regarding eating disorders. So yes, I got the news. I got the news. That sounds like, I don't know. Okay. On Tuesday, I went to the doctor. Actually, on Saturday, I had an appointment with a random doctor. And she thought it would be best if I went to a nutritionist, because I was dealing with some thoughts and behaviors. And I told her that maybe, just maybe, I had an eating disorder for what my family told me and what I could kind of tell, but not really. And she agreed, and yeah, she told me to go. On Tuesday, today is Sunday, I went to the doctor that she recommended, and she diagnosed me with anorexia nervosa, which is still pretty weird to say, honestly, or to think about the idea. I know many people would be like, but you looked for it, you wanted to have that, like, there is no other way. And I'm gonna talk about that probably another video, but today I want to talk about how important it is to ask for help. Now, right now, if you think you're dealing with any type of mental illness, it doesn't matter if it's an eating disorder or not, but in this case it is, in my case it's an eating disorder, but if you think you are dealing with anything that is mental issue related, even if it looks tiny to you, like, please ask for help. Don't let it bother you any longer, because it's not worth it. You could end this sooner with help. Why did I say before that I'm making this from a believer's point of view? Because I don't feel like there are a lot of people talking about this within the Christian community, and I think we need to address this. I think it's an important matter. I think that it really happens to everyone. It could happen legitimately to anyone, and Christians and believers are no exception. For way too long, I was ashamed of talking about it. I felt so out of place many times about it. I know I'm all over the place, oh my gosh. I've been living personally with anorexia or eating disorders since a young age, since probably when I was 13. Currently I'm 20. I'm not gonna say what I was eating. I'm not gonna say the weight I had, because I don't want to put those ideas out there. Personally, I don't want to share like if what I was doing, what I wasn't doing, what I was eating, or stuff like that. I just think it does more harm than it does help, so I'm just not gonna share that. But yeah, on 2017, when I was 17, I just went with the flow and tried to kind of hide it. And then on 2018 it didn't work hiding it. I was in inpatient care. I wasn't bad, which is really good. And after that, I was so ashamed, personally. It was terrible. It was terrifying. I was like, oh no, now people are gonna think I'm crazy or whatever. So I just dropped it and I pretended like nothing was going on in my head. Like all of the voices and all of the thoughts had gone away, and I started doing exactly how they told me to do, but the thoughts never went away. Now this is really important. Please never ignore. And no, I'm not saying do what the thoughts are telling you to do. No, I'm saying please tell someone. I didn't tell anyone. I was like, no, I'm good, I'm healed, like this is a miracle, this is awesome. When in reality, the thoughts were still there. Now, I gotta say, I thought the thoughts were always gonna be with me and that they were gonna be a part of my life forever, and the way I was living was always gonna be the same. But there is a greater truth, and that is that there is healing and complete healing from it. I'm not doing this video from a healed place. I'm not healed. As I told you, I was diagnosed 5 days ago with anorexia, so I'm not healed. I'm just starting recovery, if you will. And it was hard to ask for help, and I actually didn't ask for help at first to my parents or someone like that. I actually prayed, and I was really scared to pray about this because I was ashamed and I felt so bad for doing this to myself. I felt so guilty. I felt like God was upset at me, although I always grew up knowing that he is not upset at us. And I actually went to ministry school last year. I knew logically he wasn't upset at me, but I was like, oh, he's so upset at me. I was frustrated at myself, so I was like, oh, God is frustrated and he's not gonna listen to me, or he doesn't want to listen to me, or he doesn't love me anymore. But I prayed. Now this is really key if you're a believer, and if you're not, consider investigating about Jesus, because he's great. In my opinion. I prayed and I was like, this is legitimately how I prayed. Lord, I'm so ashamed that I can't do this by my own, and I'm sorry for not being able to do this. Like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know how to handle it. And I'm so sorry I don't know how to handle it, because as a Christian, I should be able to do it all through you. Like, all things I can do through Christ who strengthens me, right? So I'm sorry for not being able to do that, and I'm ashamed. Then again, please help me. I just need your help. I want your help and I need it so bad. Please help me. And I don't know if I should be begging because I'm your daughter, but I'm begging you, please help me. And then I moved on in the prayer, and I was like, I don't want to be the kind of person that asks for help. Let's say someone's drowning, right? This is how I pray. This is all within the prayer. Let's say someone's drowning and the person starts praying, and then a boat comes and the person declines it, and then a helicopter comes and the person declines it, and then the person dies and gets to heaven, and God is like, well, I sent you help, why didn't you take it? I don't want to be like that, Lord, so please, please, please give me conviction it's you, whether it is with medical help, whether it is through meds, whether it is an instant miracle, whatever it is, I want your help and I want to be able to take it. I don't want to decline it. That was a big fear of mine. Then I kept on praying, and I said to the Lord, I don't even know if I'm praying with faith, but I know that you're listening to me. But honestly, I'm so sorry and I'm ashamed then again, because I feel I'm not praying with faith. That's how my prayer ended, and I kept moving. That was a Friday. Next day I went to the doctor because I was feeling dizzy for like a week. Then I met the woman. I also asked in the prayer that if it was down the medical path, I wanted a person that was sweet and that the doctor had to notice right away what was happening to me. I didn't know if I said it with faith. Honestly, I think I didn't. I went to the consult. The woman was so sweet. So sweet. The sweetest person I ever met. She started asking me my symptoms, and then she was like, oh, maybe it's low blood pressure. And I was like, yeah, I actually have a thing where like we have low blood pressure. I don't know the name in English. She said, oh, how's your weight? And I looked at my mom, and she looked at me, and she was like, tell her. And I said, well, I think I may have an eating disorder, but I mean, I've been dealing with it. And she was like, okay, that could be the reason of the symptoms. And she started explaining it to me. She was so sweet. She explained even more than I asked for. And when I asked for something that could have been like dumb, she explained it really gently, and that just made my heart so warm. I was so relieved. Then we weren't talking. I wasn't talking. I was kind of shook. And she said to me, you don't have to be ashamed for asking for help. This is gonna go away. This does go away, but not without help. And I was like, my mom doesn't even know that this is one of the greatest fears I got. That the thoughts, no matter how I look, how I am, where I am at in life, are never gonna go away. She didn't know that, and she couldn't have told the doctor because we didn't know the doctor. So I was like, oh my gosh, the Lord is so good. Then we went to the doctor on Saturday, and I told her my story. Got diagnosis and started treatment. Now, has it been easy? No. Am I healed? No. Am I in the process? Yes. Do I follow everything? Honestly, no. Do I want to follow it? Yes. Is it fun? No. Is it easy? No. Am I hopeful that there is healing for this? Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But the reality is there is. Like, that's what keeps me going. The fact that I know that my Lord is greater than anyone else and anything else. Like, greater is him who is with me than the one that's in the world or something like that. I trust God. That's it. And it may sound crazy for people that don't believe in God, but that's what keeps me going. There is no one else I trust more, even when I don't. And there are many times where I'm scared and I don't trust him. And I gotta remind myself that he's no man to lie, that he loves me. He loves me no matter what I do, no matter if I do what I'm told or not, no matter if I am doing harm to myself. He loves me. That's there. Now, does he like that I'm doing this to myself? Of course not. But he loves me still. And he's got a great plan for me and for you. He's got plans that are good and perfect for our lives. And I don't imagine a plan that's good and perfect living like this. So I'm choosing to believe there's a way out. And if that's down the medical path, it's okay. If you got a miracle, that's even greater. But here I'm gonna be recording videos like this, or how everything's going, for a Christian girl that was diagnosed with an eating disorder. Now, that's the video. If you think you could have an eating disorder right now, please ask for help. Please tell someone. If you were waiting on a sign, whatever it was, this is it. Please ask for help. You're not alone. There's people that love you. You have friends, you have family. God loves you so much. You're not alone in this, even if you think you are, or you feel alone. Trust me, I do too, many times, but we're not alone. So, yeah, just rest and ask for help. Tell someone, reach out, and take care of yourself. Bye.